How you doing, everybody? My name is Craig Fairbrass. I'm an actor.
So, as first question, I would like to go back in your past when you started out. How was it working back in the day with people like Denzel Washington, Sylvester Stallone, and Bill Murray?
It was a very, very special time. For Queen and Country was my first ever feature film, playing opposite Denzel Washington before he became a humongous movie star. That then led to some TV work, which was seen in America, and then I went out to Los Angeles and ended up getting the role of Delmar in Cliffhanger opposite Stallone. That was a very special time. 6 months of filming in Italy, so it was very enjoyable.
Do you got any funny moments or special moments you had with one of them you can talk about? Any behind the scenes?
No,
stories?
it was you know, I was a young actor. I was 29 years of age, and it was a great experience just to be away from home and working on big movies. You know,
We already talked a lot with actors that also did voice acting for the Call of Duty series. Most of them told us like it was reading 500 lines of get behind the barrel, get there.
yeah.
How was
Window, left, man, shoot, go, yeah, missile incoming. Yeah, I did six.
Yeah.
I did 6 Call of Duty games. One of the most famous, one of the most iconic games was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which I did the voice of Ghost. Let's do this. And that was just, Los Angeles again, and just a week of screaming. You know, sitting in the booth with the lines coming up, and you just shouting and shouting and shouting, and can't talk for 2 days. But enjoyable jobs, and who'd have thought how famous them games and big them games would be.
Do you play video games yourself?
No, my children do, but no.
Have you ever thought about trying it out, or did you watch your children play like Call of Duty or something?
No, it was just a different era, different generation. I was never sort of into computer games, video games.
Maybe to the next topic with animes. How did your role in One Piece come together?
But it was an audition, basically. Taz, who played Sanji, was speaking to the producers, and they said that I was having problems trying to find an actor to play Zeph. I did a film and a play with Sanji, Taz, and he said, "Have you seen Craig Fairbrass?" So they got in touch with my agent. I did 2 scenes on tape, and the rest is history.
How was it on set for you? Like it's, I think it's one of the most expensive Netflix shows. How did you, when you first walked on the set, how was the feeling for you? Or?
Oh, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Huge, giant sets at the Tomorrow Studios in Cape Town, South Africa. No expense was spared. You know, the sets were mind-blowing. The brassiere, the interior, the exterior, the ships, the kitchens. I mean, everything was incredible. They really did a great job, Netflix.
How did you prepare for the role? Did you watch the anime or?
I knew nothing of the anime.
Okay.
Yeah, so once I got the role, Taz said to me, "Go on YouTube and put in the character, you'll see it." And then I realised who I was playing. So I just tried to make it as real as possible and make him less animated and more real. And it worked, and I was lucky that it had an emotional thread. You know, there was some great material there to hang on. You know, especially the stuff with the boy on the island, and you know, you just try to input some reality, you know, to try and move people, and it worked.
How was it compared to your other project working on One Piece? And a difference you experienced, or? Yeah,
I mean, it was lovely to do, because obviously I do a series of gangster movies called Rise of the Foot Soldier in the UK, and I think they're in Germany as well. We're just shooting number 7 at the moment, so they're very violent and dark and aggressive, and so playing Zeph was lovely. It was a nice break.
Yeah, this was actually my next question. You did a lot of action, British crime roles. How is this really your personal favorite genre to do, or did it just
No, it's just happened to me as an actor. You know, you sort of fall into what can I say? You fall into a niche. If you're lucky, you fall into a niche, and I was lucky to fall into that niche, which led to more and more sort of more actiony sort of crime thrillers. And I've done a lot of them now. And I'm grateful to be able to, you know, because there's a lot of actors out there. Yep. So if you're lucky enough to, you know, be one of the main guys, or the main guy in a very successful franchise from the UK, which is still going strong. Rise of the Foot Soldier. Check it out.
That's also my next question. What would you say is the biggest difference between British action movies and American?
Money. We try to do our best, but it's difficult to compete with the big, the US productions. You know, they've got money to burn. So we have to be clever in the UK. So we attack it from a different angle. It's not just about the big effects, it's more about the ferocity and the visceral violence, which has more of an impact than people getting blown out of buildings, if you know what I mean.
After your video game and anime experiences, would you love to do more in that genre, or?
Yeah, listen, I'm an actor. You know, you're constantly. You never know what the next day holds. You know, I could get a call Monday from my agent and say, "Oh, I want to see you for this," and you audition, you go up, you put yourself on tape, or it's an offer. They want you to do it. You never know what you're going to be working in. You know, so as an actor, I'm open to all projects.
Personal question, when you go back, if it didn't work out for you with acting, what would you do otherwise? Are there any jobs you would love to do as a kid, or?
No, I mean, if property, I suppose, developing houses, refurbs, buy-to-let, I mean, anything to do with property. I sort of dabble in that. So if the acting's not back in the day, I'd be concentrating on that.
Maybe as a final question, do you get any advice for people starting out in acting or voice acting that they should consider?
Yeah, just believe in yourself, keep pushing, keep dreaming, keep visualising and thinking about it. But for young male actors, or even female actors, it's very important to have a second string to your bow, because you can't, you know, when you're starting out, it's difficult and the gaps can be big between jobs. So you need to have something that gives you an income, which enables you to chase your dream. You know what I mean? If you can chase your dream and give it 100%, fantastic. But you got to survive.
Perfect. Thanks for your time. It was great.
Thank you.